Get in the game with the Alienware Alpha, PC or console. The choice is yours. The Alienware Alpha, powered by Intel Core processors.
From the darkness.
You have the power for an unrivaled at-home experience. Powerfully equipped for the most advanced situations. Providing high performance like you've never seen from a notebook. Introducing the Alienware 13 with optional graphics amplifier, powered by Intel Core processors. Start gaming.
What is it about society that disappoints you?
It feels like the world itself is just one big hoax. Our social media faking its intimacy with our things, our property, our money. And we all know why we do this, because it's painful not to pretend, because we're cowards.
Elliot, you're not saying anything. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Sometimes you're the best.
I'll have no trouble.
The night is my bed.
Welcome back to the North American LCS. We're just minutes away from our third match, Team Liquid versus Cloud9. But first, let's see what new development in the NALCS has you the most excited and why. First response comes from @JohanRolwin, who writes, Bunny Fufu as a shot caller. The skill ceiling skyrocketed, and I can't wait to see what else they have to show us. @KCM Loria is excited for the other side of our Game 5 matchup. Definitely the best team is Pobelter being added to the CLG roster. I have always loved CLG and Pobelter. Love the combo. Then @DeadAxel23 says, I love the addition of Echo, and I'm excited to see the NA top laners pick him up. So very lane specific there with that one. One development, though, that isn't exactly new. Frustration among our feline audience continues to grow at exponential levels, as seen in this tweet from @XMetric. Yeah. Well, that's how I feel about cats. So I think we're fair here. All right, so the feeling is mutual. Yeah. The conversation going. We're @LollyForts with the hashtag LCS. But now let's jump into our next match, Team Liquid versus Cloud9. A win here for Team Liquid would keep them in a tie for first place and help distinguish them as a contender for the summer playoffs.
Yeah, so Team Liquid, they're 3-1, it's a good record, but 2 of their wins so far are against 0-4 teams, so it's not like the hardest schedule so far. The real test for how good Team Liquid actually are starts this week. They start playing tougher opponents. Cloud9 obviously is one of them.
Yeah, and Cloud9 Incarnation, you talked to him a couple weeks ago about who he thought were really good mid laners, and he said that Phoenix was the hardest person to lane against in scrims. Now, he gets to face Stage Phoenix, which we know is a completely different beast, because Scrim Phoenix is apparently crushing everybody. I want to see how Incarnation holds up against Phoenix in the mid lane, and if his assessment of him is still accurate on stage.
Yeah, of course. Then you look across the rift at Cloud9's record. They started last split 1-3 and still managed to finish second. However, that was what they're trying to roster. In this split, they've lost 3 games in a row, their longest losing streak since joining the league. When you factor in, they're still adjusting to their new mid laner. Is it still too soon to hit the panic button?
I mean, I don't think it's too soon. I don't think you need to hit the panic button, really. Like, I talked about it on PTL earlier this week, and he's into the same kind of thing. They dropped their big stock caller, Reginald. They put in this new all-star mid laner, Beerson, who was up and coming, hadn't been tested very much, was a great player, and this happened again. TSM took a split, and then they were the best team in North America again. And I think the same thing can happen here with Incarnation, where when they grow as a team, his individual skill gets better, he adapts to playing competitive, this team can definitely improve.
Yeah, and I do think that the transition with Incarnation is just going to take time, but meanwhile, the rest of Cloud9 is on a downward trend as well. I think that's the shot calling role just hasn't been going well for them so far. The fact that they've lost more games in a row than they ever have is a big sign of that, and they've been flailing losses where they don't know what to do. And at the same time, Balls has also been consistently losing lane, which is really surprising for this top laner who is so dominant.
Yeah, I went through and through the help of some of the guys at Riot, and actually about through the stats of the Cloud9 players, and I actually couldn't find like a weak link where it was like, High is clearly much worse than he was in 2013, or Media's clearly much worse. Like, they're losing lane right now, and you know, same thing happened when they went 1-3 and back in the spring split. It just feels like right now they're having early game difficulties, and at a certain point they'll probably get back into shape, and it should be okay.
All right, well, we're going to send it over to the guys for the play-by-play, but first, Dominate explains that Cloud9 still have all the pieces they need to be a great team.
Obviously must have learned things from having such a good shot caller for such a long time. If they're just able to like fill in the gaps, they can be strong. They just need to be able to like adapt to Incarnation's style, which is like a more passive carry oriented instead of just like somebody who's trying to do as much as possible with very little resources. So I think that they just need to get more comfortable, but I don't think they'll be like a bad team by any stretch.
Not a bad team by any stretch is probably the right thing to say. Just working out the kinks right now. And as we get into our next game, I am Rivington Biz in the third, and camping the caster desk with me is going to be Sam Kobe Hartman Kensler for the next 3 games. We're doing an early switch here. So let's get into that game with a look at the starting lineups on the blue side. It is Team Liquid. That means it's going to be Quas in the top lane, dominating the jungle, Phoenix in mid, Piglet at AD carry with Special as support.
And on the red side is Cloud9. Up top is Balls in the jungle, medium. Mid, Incarnation, AD carry Sneaky, and support Levitation.
And it is a question, will Cloud9 be able to iron out all of these things that have been plaguing them? It does seem like Incarnation could even maybe kind of take a split to get things going. We've seen teams have to do that, but then come out big once they have that time.
Yeah, I'm very curious, you know, what style Cloud9 will like to go to in the mid lane. There are plenty of poke choices now. So if Incarnation does want to play that more hang-back style, passive-oriented carry laner, then you know, the Varus, the Kog'Maw are all very viable choices for him right now in the meta. It's just up to Cloud9. Do they want to go that direction as Dominate?
Well, that Kog'Maw
thought that they did.
That Kog'Maw being very big now, pretty much a nightmare in the eyes of Team Solo Mid, being the reason they've lost, well, 1 games in the end.
Yeah. It is a very strong late game for us, but man, the early game is very weak, and that has been one of Cloud9's biggest pain points this split. Their early game has been very, very poor. They've had a real difficulty getting out of the laning phase without a severe deficit.
Looking at the bans as they go across, pretty normal from what we see between these two teams. Sneaky Sivir gets taken away for team utility. The Kalista and Ryze we would expect to see as well.
So Alistar's still up, as is Thresh. A couple of the high priority supports, but both early game junglers taken down.
Yeah, there's the Alistar call. Rek'Sai does get taken out, so a little early game pressure will not be had here by Dominate if they were to first pick it. Echo is still left up within the pick ban phase here, but a lot actually is in those high tiers.
I am so excited. I hope that the Echo trend continues and we get some Echo games as well.
I feel like we haven't seen kind of top tier Echo play. Obviously, everybody's still getting the plays in there. We heard that Lost Boy on his Bard had some 100+ plays, so the teams have had time and have probably focused in the pretty well. We've seen them on the other positions, so I wonder how much time the players have been able to get out of it. Like I said, I think we're still waiting to see the real big outplays.
Yeah, I don't think that Cloud9 will go with that style, sadly. Just the melee carry is not Incarnation style, definitely. They'll probably go with much more long range for him.
It's what he says he likes. When they talk to Incarnation, he says, I like to be that aggressive, and I want to be that aggressive guy. So maybe he'll have a chance sometime. That Fizz picked up could actually be Balls in the top lane with that Cinder Hulk. And then recently, Medio picks up Nunu to be fully in the jungle, so he can get that play out for the team. Look at the Echo.
Phoenix is definitely someone who can do it. As they mentioned again, Incarnation versus Phoenix. Highly hyped up mid-lane matchup. See if he can get the edge there. But I really do think, yeah, top lane Fizz, very, very popular. Opting for another Cinder Hulk, so they will have a pretty beefy front line here for Cloud9. I'm very curious to see what Meteos, how he utilizes the Nunu though. Nunu works really well with strong lanes. And Incarnation has not really been a strong lane for Cloud9 to work off of. It makes it really difficult to use the strengths of Nunu and get counter jungling done, and get those wards down and try and punish the other jungler if you don't have a strong mid lane to work off of. Because if the other mid laner collapses before, then even Nunu can be taken down if he gets a little too deep.
Well, basically what Incarnation is looking at, if he does decide to pick that, they can still wait to round it out, is what we saw last game. Echo versus Cog. There was also a Hecarim on the side of Team Solo Mid, so he kind of just watched a little bit of this matchup. If he feels confident in being able to dodge 3 people under turrets at times and come up with first blood, then so be it. But right now, definitely waiting and letting that clock tick down here for Cloud9.
Yeah, so far, it's actually fairly scary for Incarnation, because even if he likes to play long range save, he's facing Echo, Hecarim, and Alistar. That's some serious dive potential right there. Yes, they will have to go through Nunu, and Azir wall as well as another good defense for them to lock in. But if they can get around those things, Team Liquid does have very strong dive potential at the moment.
Big fans here. 3-1 Team Liquid versus the 1-3 Cloud9. Corki is going to get locked in.
Yeah, and some of that mid-game power as well for them. So Team Liquid setting themselves up for a good mid-game push. Hecarim,
awesome. Do it.
Is definitely going to be top lanes, and it looks like Quast will be opting for the Ignite. So that shifts Hecarim power up more towards the mid game rather than super late game of the Smite teleport. So I'd actually like Team Liquid to keep the Ignite teleport and not switch over to Smite. And then last lock-in is the LeBlanc. So it'll be a jungle Echo. High probability of going tank build, so maybe not as exciting as the mid lane was, but LeBlanc will take over assassin duties. This is still the full speed LeBlanc, by the way. Not been slowed down yet.
I actually like how much the Echo in the jungle can fare. I feel like he becomes less of a priority. My eyes are on this guy target. You still have a LeBlanc to watch for, and he can do more things, be mischievous.
There's definitely a lot of advantages to being in the fog of war as Echo.
Right.
Namely, his W active. We'd actually have seen already teams not looking for it when he is in.
Right.
But if he's not infused, that makes it much easier to land.
It's hard to use. We've also pointed out, he said, using that timing is definitely something people are getting used to, so we're seeing a bit of the misplays catch people out. And using those new champions can definitely also get under your skin if you're not doing it correctly. We do see the round out, though. Nautilus going to be picked up here from the team, and Incarnation's going to go with Azir in the mid lane. Once again, he ended the week doing this, also brought out Victor last week to no avail. So Cloud9 looking to stop the bleeding, a 3-game loss here as we come into week 3. Team Liquid, they've only lost to Gravity last week, and that's top this game.
All right, so Cloud9, they do lock up the very strong Nunu plus Azir combo, which will provide them with a large amount of consistent damage if they can keep that Azir state. Zoning of Nunu, as well as the ultimates from Azir and Nautilus, should do their part as far as controlling the battlefield. Definitely going to be hard to keep that Hecarim in check, though, coming in with that home guard teleport.
It's going to be interesting to watch as well. Echo gets his 3rd game of the day here. We'll see if he can get some more play and another victory on the board. If you think Team Liquid's going to keep their hold on first place, tweet hashtag TLWin. Or if you're calling this game for Cloud9, tweet hashtag C9Win to @LOL Esports. We'll see where the fan vote stands throughout the game. And still speaking of that Echo pick, it really comes kind of in your mind. You're just saying, that's weird that nobody's going to ban it, but everybody wants it, but it's not really working out for anybody. So who has the right idea with this Echo pick?
Everybody wants their chance to be to make their name and become immortal. Talk about Echo a little bit later, but the big matchup will be the top lane. As we said, Quast did decide to stick with that Ignite teleport.
Speaking about Quast and the top laners, Ball shared his thoughts on what makes Quast such a tough top laner.
Quast is known for playing, doing really well in trades in lane. And whenever he gets ahead, so we have the same champions who play pretty similar, but Quast is able to play more other aggressive champions.
Shadows beckon.
Well, that aggressive pool that Ball says Quas has a little bit better handle on, but he can still bring out the Fizz here, and Fizz can impact the game greatly.
And as he said, you know, if Quas can't get that early lead, knows what to do with it on Hecarim.
Yeah.
Get some teleport plays towards the bottom side of the map. All right. So far, though, invade spotted, so we will have mirrored wards. Both teams going to get down the lane swap wards. Try and figure out the matchup here.
Has been destroyed.
Alright, so a little bit more about Echo, just because, as he said, he's going to get through a lot in the early stages here. He did come out powerful, but and we'll probably see him picked a lot as well, just because everybody wants their chance, you know, to make those famous plays. I also really like the theory craft. Whenever a new champion comes out, I really love the plays where you get to name the play after the player, just because it's so and I'm very excited to see somebody utilize Echo's full potential.
You're saying we're going to dominate this game completely?
What I want to see is the most amazing recall bait. You can pull this off with Echo. If you recall back to base, you can still ultimate back out onto the map. So if you recall by a ward or something they're going to try and bait with, or an objective like Dragon, and then use your ultimate back out onto the field and use the massive AoE to take down the team, that is the kind of players that I'm looking for. And I hope that some of the players have been, you know, thinking outside of the box, looking for those types of plays, because those are the ones that are named after you and make you immortal.
It becomes very, very difficult. We're probably not going to see any of those plays from Dominate's Echo just in the early part of the jungle, rather. He's going to be harassed here by Meteos, which will 1, slow him down, and then 2, hard for him to get those levels he wants. Already using parallel convergence for the shield. Make sure this is fun.
Yeah, and that's an important indicator. We were going to watch, you know, not only the jungle matchup, but the mid lane. Meteos already has the confidence. Get in there, steal away some of the Echo jungle, keep him down. And you're very right. Jungle Echo, a lot less possibility to make those huge YouTube plays, just because a lot less farm in the jungle. It's an underpaid position. Mid lane, way more opportunity because it's built full AP. We'll see what Dom decides to go for. So he could opt for the AP Echo from the jungle. It's just much more difficult to pull off, and you need a snowball.
Also could hurt from Incarnation. Phoenix is going to go back and rapidly start taking the jungle as well to get this one. Be pretty tough. Seems like he got enough minions here to clean up pretty even, but he's going to miss these ones actually. No, he won't. They don't push up to the turret. Actually plays it very well with the melees.
The crowd feeling his pain.
The crowd felt it. Getting in his own head there. 4 minutes in, Incarnation places a ward just above himself. Knows that Meteos is on that side as well. And actually this would be great now to see Dominate going for the same spot.
Also, little tricky action up on the top side of the map. Quas, he's shoved in his lane and immediately looks to use that advantage. He gains a small amount of time where he can leave the lane because he pressured balls into the turret, and he goes to help Dominate with the counter jungling, try and get it back from Nunu. They're able to get that red, so no 3 buff for Meteos on the Nunu. And really, Dominate has Quas to thank for that. Even though it's a jungle play, jungling is always a team objective, a team activity. They need to bring and involve everyone in.
Very nicely played. Seems like they got the lane matchup, so they could make that happen with Quas in the top lane, being the ones who got the deeper wards, using that knowledge to their advantage on the side of Team Liquid. So with that play, we'll see where they actually go here. Dominate knows he has an idea of where Meteos is going to be now. Helps him to be a bit safer, not have to pressure too much for his early Echo jungle, which he seems he's doing pretty well at. 12 to 19, so still looking to get himself back in. Double rings for Phoenix in the mid lane as he's getting pressured out pretty hard here by Incarnation, who looks to go back soon.
If I must.
Meanwhile, we see Echo in the jungle.
slowly making his way. He might have to go down to bottom soon. Sneaky and Elimination both continuously pushing and taking a big special here. Not too much damage has been traded for, so that's trying to make sure that the treasure has.
So here's Meteos' backboard play. Because yes, his mid laner is going really well, but the mid laner is not there for him. So even though there's that advantage, very risky, and it might cost them a summoner spell if the bottom lane cuts him off. It does.
Yeah. I was going to say, let's see how that interaction works. Cooldowns. Dominate didn't have too much more chase, but a good flash blown there.
All right.
Meteos.
Yeah. So that's the whole point of relying on that strong mid lane matchup.
Yeah.
Get chased out right there. It does cost him the flash, but bottom lane may be the ones to pay the price in the end.
3v1 right now. Sneaky doing what he can from the outside to save elimination. It's only going to be a few more shots, and Sneaky not being able to provide too much. Very low in mana in this first engage. They're still looking to get anything back off the auto attacks. One more relentless pursuit into the fight. Focus on to Piglet. Focus on to Dominate. They do get the summoner heal out, so getting a little bit out of re-engaging. Good first blood, however, from Liquid. Come up strong in the bot lane. Really focusing more on the Piglet throughout this season. Way more than they did last season.
Yeah, another strong move there from Dominate. Early on Echo, they're able to catch elimination out.
To move like this in heal.
That's where a lot of teams have found success attacking Cloud9's bottom lane, because Sneaky has been the main damage source for the team, the consistent. Ooh, nice interrupt there on the LeBlanc W.
Distortion block, I like it. Also had the shield for shifting sands, so he didn't really get hurt at all either.
Yep.
The Emperor's Divide goes down. And I don't think we're going to see Dominate here anytime soon, so you can see Incarnation, even without that many wards on his top side, still pushing in. Right underneath the turret, Incarnation makes his way out of any aggro range. Safe,
yeah,
but he's winning this lane.
Incarnation with no mana, but Phoenix with no health, so health wins out. Yeah, Incarnation, you know, despite what
no, it's a bait.
Despite what we've heard about the Phoenix matchup, doing very well. He's got all the key points to the Azir LeBlanc matchup down. The interrupt on the distortion before she can hit the destination, so she doesn't deal damage. Shoving her into the turret very early as we saw for mid-CS. And Phoenix definitely paying the price there. So keeps out a small CS lead for himself. And provided that mid lane.
It takes a lot of effort to move
the ward mixed in by Meteos. That early Sightstone, just allowing them to grab that dragon very easily. And you can see they still have a bit of vision on Dominate as he enters into the jungle. So he has not really been able to go anywhere without Cloud9 knowing. Except for the first hit they had on Dragon. He has not been able to stop Meteos whatsoever. Still playing strong on the top side. Looks like Elimination's going to go ahead and 10 down the stove here.
So Elimination finally makes his way back. He did go on that very common support journey with the well, after grabbing that Sight Stone, he went to play some wards as well to help out with that vision game. Arrives back in time for the minion wave at the turret. So the CS up here.
So here they go. Push the shield on. Ardent Blaze connects, but no follow-up. 69 to 69 in this lane. Very, very easily. So Piglet having the kill. He's rushing that Sheen for a little bit more front-end power, and he engages.
Not only does he have that kill in Sheen, but he's hit level 6 now, so he's got a barrage of rockets available. Really turns the lane. A lot more power here on Corki's side. Should be just fine. Plus, they invested in that first pick, Alistar. Bodyguard here.
Still waiting for that Quas forward as well. He comes into the bottom lane, so he gets full drive just like that. With the he would be an 80 carrier support. 86 to 70 up there, and he's consistently pushing balls back. Balls has just pushed his way to go back and try for Krugs a bit.
Into the night.
He's trying to get that CS back right quick.
A little bit slow on that one. Phoenix does get a nice trade in. Bonus for Phoenix. That top lane, though, very good to mention that. Quas is doing really well, and he is invested in the early home guard. A couple of games we did see Quas just decide to go pure split pushing, and he just straight rushed Trinity Force. But he is looking for a cross-map play this time around, because he pretty much already has the matchup in hand.
Yeah.
Working with that early CS lead he's worked up against Balls.
The kill potential as well with the Ignite teleport instead of Balls running the teleport smite.
Very true.
probably catch somebody off guard at least once.
In order to do that, they need to get more wards out on the field, though. Team Liquid are having a hard time just because it's double Sightstone Rush against Nunu. It's really hard to keep up that vision game against this Nautilus Nunu combo. Meteos doing a good job, not only smiting Raptors for the buff, as Dominate has as well, but dropping pink wards and keeping that vision game up.
A lot of control on right now on the bottom side of this map. Looks like they also know where they're going. So see a few pings coming in from Team Liquid here. Okay, it's safe for the time being. Again, engage. It is a level 6 in special. He's going to throw down the ultimate. He finally does, but it might be enough to take him down. And special's forced to go back to finally save Piglet. Sneaky flashes forward. Parallel Convergence comes in. Dominates now on the flank with the phase dive. Could it be enough to carry him off, though? The early damage may not be there. Dominate looking for the Time Winder, but it's just going to be an auto attack. Now on elimination. If he can get out the slow, he might get the catch, but I don't know if it's going to be enough damage to finalize the big tank. Elimination is wide away from that one. A little bit unpaired there from Team Liquid.
And that is exactly why so many teams are now focusing the bottom lane of Cloud9. Sneaky and Lemon make a huge play. They make a 2v2 outplay by themselves, but no deep wards. They've all timed out, even with the new jungle, so they don't see Dominate arriving, and they do get caught. Dominate with another move down bottom to capitalize, help out Piglet, and get a kill for himself this time.
So help all around. Dominate 1-0-1. I think it's just all around the map so far. As we see in special, just playing the ward game, trying to get a few forward, see if any more will come his way so they can defend those. Wants to go back out and get the pink. So just a little bit of breathing room here for the rest of Team Liquid. Mid lane, Phoenix seems like he wants to go pretty aggressive, and he is not winning these trades by any means off the bat.
Yeah, completed Morello already for Premier. He had that earlier recall. This is slight advantage. Then no, he's doing a good job catching up.
This way.
Double support runs.
That poke as well. It's going to be a good fight from both teams here. Barring the fact that the started off, I think that might be what we're seeing right here. Liquid trying to get the good spot. The teleport is first from Balls. Quas is going to answer, but it's not a home guard. Hecarim coming in here. He is able to grab the kill, actually. Throwing the Piglet throughout that, but just
good collapse. Dominate was able to land the slow, back on, and then get the double up. Wait for that small travel time. Close off the exit.
Teleport coming in big there. Quas actually not even in that one. Find pretty much every Dragon's still going to be what's coming up next. I might just go over to Cloud9 here with what TL had to expend in that last fight.
Yeah, so far with the Nunu, this is the advantage of Cloud9. Trying to stack the dragons. It's really difficult though to fully utilize the dragon advantage when you are significantly down in gold. So at this point, the gold disadvantage is manageable for Cloud9, but it's going to become very, very difficult for them as we get to number 3 and 4. Even though they have stacked up the first 2, in order to win the next dragon fight, Team Liquid would have to be out of position. And they would have to make a misstep as far as allocating resources, because Team Liquid...
They'd have to make a big misstep. They're relentlessly pushing the wards forward here. They see everything Cloud9's doing.
Plus, they're about to hit the double Trinity Force spike. Oh, Quas though!
Misstep, what, Kobe? Here comes the calling. Quas still going to be pretty tanky out of this. And Parallel Convergence is going to keep everybody engaging. One inside Cloud9. They're still trying to repair what happened here. Early game, 2,000 gold down. Right now, bottom lane just crashing into the turret for Liquid. Nobody's picking that up here. Cloud9 has to focus on other things. Right now, to deny the blue buff would still be pretty good.
All right, collapse here from Team Liquid. They want to answer. 5 people moving up. Quas does not have teleport, or Balls does not have teleport, so Cloud9 are going to be outnumbered.
Oh, Meteos thinking he can get in, gets bumped out of his absolute zero, and only a few more shots needed to take him down. Quas picks that one up now, a 2-on-2 force, only getting bigger.
Yeah, outnumbered, going for the invade, and Cloud9 pay the price here.
Strong game.
Yeah.
And it's happening again.
Their dragons that they've gotten do not give a lot of power in the early game. The main power is if you're ahead to be able to force the hand of your opponent. But it should be Team Liquid's time to take over the game. As we talked about, mid-game focus, they've got the Clean Force on Corki already, and Hector should be close to completing it. So if they do a good job with their vision, then they might be able to make a play. Let's see if Balls can make a play down here. He's waiting patiently for it.
See if he can.
He's hoping for a face check from Piglet.
We heard him talking earlier. You know, Quas can play more of these aggressive champions, although they share some of the same pool. We see Hector just kind of take out Balls of himself. That's kind of happening. Expecting it, still now trying to repair. Only 7 CS behind, but not able to make the same impact in the teammates here. Sneaky now to clear out the top wave, a little help from the so
able to even up the turrets now. Still, they have an approximate timer on Dragon as well, so they should be able to set up that in time. Plenty of wards as well to set up a teleport play, as Dominate has opted to go with the full tank Echo as expected coming from the jungle. On Sight Stone for utility, relying on his passive triple hits, as well as the utility that he brings. Stun.
Big nuisance out the jungle. Time winders everywhere. Parallel convergence. Huge cast range, actually, which can really separate a fight if a team doesn't know how to get around it, or that they can just walk through it without him being there. Phoenix going deep. No real chains to come out there and add any extra damage. Xpecial may find himself in a spot he does not want to be. There's that parallel convergence. Just kind of separating everything for a quick second.
Yeah.
Balls in the bot lane should be able to get this.
Let's see.
Actually, I don't know.
Let's see if Quas is heading down, then try and cut him off.
Definitely going to push him off before that wave can be of too much help.
Got the cannon.
That's just when the wave reached the turret. We saw that previously. I said that was crashing into Cloud9. They were not picking up that CS, so they're kind of a little late to janitorial duty here in some of the lanes. Not giving them the lane pressure they want, just outright. Just trying to clean up, trying to regroup here. Coming up on 20 minutes. Good lead by Team Liquid so far. Phoenix can keep doing that. Cloud9 is not going to want to start any fights. Trying again. That could have been Incarnation going down and connected the chain.
Well, good thing for Cloud9 he did not, because Incarnation is going to be the main focus for the team now. Keeping him up, keeping him blood boiled. They need that Azir constant DPS to actually turn the team fight if they are going to take one during these mid stages. Otherwise, they should just play defensively. They should probably not try to contest this next dragon because they are, out itemized at the moment.
Having a bit of a better game. Your last one was last week versus Xiao Xiao and Impulse, and Xiao Xiao went 8-0-8. Right in the shit here to get that matchup. It's a lot of
Alright though, Team Liquid setting up the dragon, 40 seconds ahead, getting all their vision down. Really nicely set up by them. They've got Trinity Force. They even have a teleport ignite opportunity with Quas if he wants to go sit in fact charge of his home guards. So Cloud9 definitely need other options. Nunu does open up early Barons, since the Cloud9 are focusing a lot of vision over here. Maybe they go with a risky play and try to trade the early Baron for Dragon.
We saw it in Europe.
Very risky though.
You have a team that can get over the backside of that wall. Prepo was going crazy when they did it with Bard, but this entire team except for Nautilus can get themselves over. Good pressure by Liquid here in mid lane, and they're not going to find anything. The pressure here from Sneaky and Balls on the outside says this is what we want to focus on. Hopefully they can drop this outer turret. Sneaky's already going to have to back off. Still looking for the mid turret though. This goes to show you just how much pressure Team Liquid has had in general.
Well, yeah. Really good
Bye-bye. Double kill. Oh, maybe. Cloud9 going pretty hard here. A little bit of a tunnel onto Phoenix. They're still going to depth charge, so he can't follow up on any of the executing kills. And they are going to be able to get out of that. Too many ultimates used.
I'm trying to get collapse. You have to be very careful, though, when trying to go for these trades. The 1-3-1 split push. Wow, Team Liquid shove up mid, and they're trying to use their LeBlanc plus portion.
Clean up the side lanes now for Liquid. So into any fight. Great forward ward so far. Sitting on the Triforce twice. Phoenix trying to pick off right now. Incarnation has been that target over and over again. Calls coming from Meteos and Elimination throughout the game, mostly Meteos, especially during times of being down.
Godlike.
Team back in line.
Yep, strong vision control. There's the dragon. Cloud9 should not and will not contest. I talked about the possibility that early Baron trade for Dragon, but because Team Liquid covered their bases, they were able to get wards up on the Baron. That's not a possibility. You do not want to get your hands caught in the Baron jar this early in the game. So, not always able for Cloud9. Dominate, definitely no stranger to Baron plays.
Nope.
You will not pull that off this game.
Goes side to side on Echo. Now at the top side of the map, he's going to be getting scuttle control for the team. And it looks like a little bit of that Baron control is recognized, that the fact Nunu is on the side of Cloud9. So they want to start locking down the vision on that. With 6-2, the fight's going to definitely be in their favor. They find it first. They're more powerful. Phoenix already able to put that needlessly large rod inside his inventory. Incarnation's looking for the Abyssal Scepter, saying it hurts too much, but I still want to do a little bit of damage myself.
Shut down.
Righteous Glory on Elimination. A little bit more.
Watch the face there. Balls sighting out in the enemy jungle, but playful Trickster away.
A little bit of love.
Able to escape.
Bit of love indeed.
Or
trying to take down the huge horse. Dominate, getting out of balls. You see not too much damage. Just trying to facilitate more of the team being able to get there and collapse down in the fight. Cloud9 put their foot down now, saying we want to start being the ones to pressure. And we'll see how Liquid responds. They've been on the foot on the pedal the whole time. It's like now they're on reverse.
Good turret there for Cloud9. Cross map move. Meteos though takes a bit of poke on the exit. So they were able to use Balls getting caught in the jungle, quote unquote caught. All right, well, let's see here if they end up paying for it.
Ooh, Dominate trying to run out. Depth charges on. Meteos is trying to follow the backline as Balls comes in here. Dominate should not be living too much longer. Goes for the chrono break. He escapes. Parallel conversion not going to be able to come out and shield him at all. And there's just too much catch up. He was not able to use that phase dive to a champion and get the movement speed.
Cloud9 crawling back into this game through shot calling. Able to make a play on the bottom side of the map. And a little bit of a misplay there from Team Liquid.
Yeah.
They get a kill on the back of the turret as well. Smart game plan from Cloud9. See if they can keep it up though, because they do have to deal with minion waves now. They spent so much time bottom. Looks like they're going to be able to recoup the rest of the gold.
We saw the first time they had to react, a little bit of a mistake. Overkill for the fight. Lost one of their own. Cloud9, and they have with the most recent one. So that closes the gold a little bit. Also allows Cloud9 to get more wards in the forward part of the map than they had before. It was real dark before. Now they can start a little more pressure on it.
Good job by Cloud9. Recognizing the strength of grouping versus the double assassins from Team Liquid. We saw them control the double assassins very well in that last engage. Even though Phoenix jumped back out.
Feeling pretty confident about disengage. Nice dredge line to the terrain. It's going to get Lemonation to safety here, but Team Liquid still focusing in on this one. Quas with the TP home guard goes right for Sneaky. He's down to about 30% HP immediately and is trying to kite the fight out now, dominating the front line. Phoenix and Xpecial on the top side as they still go for Sneaky and Lemonation. Sneaky's now in a bad spot, but he relentless pursuits, trying to get the safety, still goes down. A nice sigil coming in from Phoenix, takes down Lemonation as it's going to be all Special. The final kill. Ball says fishy stuff on the backside, but Incarnation heading out, follow up, and Liquid in and out unscathed. That's a pretty good health bar.
Balls with the free willy right there. This bitch and then hops right over it. Xpecial's head. And no effect on the fight at all. So Team Liquid able to use the teleport home guard. They get to the back line. Quas does his job, and they've got control of Baron Pit.
Woo! Going in, nice dip back and use of that distortion by making sure they don't have any chances to get themselves closer to that Baron. Balls really wants to make a play. More engaged, the focus needs to be on Baron. Balls gets it! He steals the Baron! He had the smite and he used it perfectly! The team is up, so Cloud9 gets that on 4 members.
All right. He made up for his lack of team
They
fight
were so
presence
worried
right
about
there.
Incarnation the whole time. They've also got to make a way to work, but they're going to turn up as well. Absolutely ridiculous. Beautiful play. Persevere at the Baron Pit. Balls coming through with a huge play after being put down in the lane all game. Bring the team back in.
It's the kind of thing you don't want to have to count on, but you'll definitely be glad when it comes through for you. Now they got 3 members in enemy jungle. Can they make a play on the block? They've got the Raptor buff on Meteor, so they know that they are... Oh, they got it.
Oh, it's a quick move. That's the depth charge, and that's the call. Oh, man. They pop the clone. They pop Phoenix.